Once upon a time, in a quiet village in Yoruba land, in the southwestern region of Nigeria in West Africa, there lived a woman with a dark and terrible secret. She was known as the Cannibal Mother. Each time she gave birth, she would devour her own children, one after another. The villagers feared her, but no one dared to speak of her monstrous acts. The Cannibal Mother lived alone in a small hut deep in the forest, where her evil deeds remained hidden. One day, the Cannibal Mother gave birth to a little boy named Oriyeku. Like all her children before, he was meant to be her next meal. But this time, something unusual happened. An old woman who lived nearby had been watching the Cannibal Mother for a long time, and when Oriyeku was born, she decided it was time to act. One night, as the Cannibal Mother prepared to take Oriyeku's life, the old woman appeared at her door. She was frail, her hair as white as snow, and her voice soft but firm. "Give me the boy," the old woman said, "he is not meant to die." The Cannibal Mother was startled but not afraid. "Why should I spare him?" she snarled. "He is mine, and I will eat him like the others." The old woman stepped forward, her eyes glowing with wisdom. "You have lost all your children to your own hunger. Let this one live, and maybe he will bring you peace." Reluctantly, the Cannibal Mother handed over the child, but only because she believed he would die soon enough. "Take him," she spat, "but do not return him to me." The old woman cradled Oriyeku in her arms and disappeared into the night. She raised him as her own, teaching him about life, love, and the dangers that lurked in the world. Oriyeku grew strong and kind under her care, and he never knew the horrors of his birth mother. He called the old woman mother, for she had given him everything a mother could. Years passed, and Oriyeku became a young man. The old woman grew weak with age, and one day, she knew her time on earth was coming to an end. She called Oriyeku to her side. "My son," she whispered, "there is something you must know. I am not your real mother. Your birth mother is the Cannibal Mother, and she wanted to eat you when you were born. I saved you, but you must be careful. She still lives, and her hunger never fades." Oriyeku was shocked and heartbroken. The woman who had raised him, the only mother he had ever known, was not truly his mother. But he loved her all the same. When she passed away, Oriyeku mourned her deeply, and as a tribute, he held a grand feast in her honor. "This woman," Oriyeku declared to the villagers, "was my true mother. She saved me when my real mother would have devoured me. Everything I am, I owe to her." After the feast, Oriyeku continued with his life, eventually marrying 2 women. His first wife, unfortunately, could not bear children, which troubled Oriyeku. He loved her, but in their culture, having children was essential. So, he married a second wife, who soon gave him the family he longed for. One day, Oriyeku needed to go on a long journey. Before he left, he called his wives together. "My dear wives," he said, "while I am gone, there is one thing you must never do. Do not, under any circumstances, go to the market in the village. My birth mother, the Cannibal Mother, rules the market, and she is still as dangerous as ever. If she finds out where we live, she will follow you home, and disaster will strike." The wives nodded and promised to obey his warning. For days, everything was peaceful. The younger wife stayed at home with their children, but the first wife grew restless. She missed the bustling market, where she could buy oils, cloth, and jewelry. Despite Oriyeku's warning, she couldn't resist the temptation to visit. "I am going to the market," the first wife announced one morning. "You mustn't," pleaded the second wife. "Oriyeku told us to stay away." But the first wife was stubborn. "I will be fine. I won't let his mother see me." So, she went to the market, her mind filled with excitement as she browsed the stalls. She bought oils and cloth, just as she had planned, but as she turned to leave, she felt a chill down her spine. There, at the entrance of the market, stood the Cannibal Mother, her eyes glowing with malice. The first wife panicked. She quickly turned away and fled, but in her haste, she dropped her head tie on the ground. The cannibal mother spotted it and smiled wickedly. She picked up the head tie and began to chant. Head tie, lead me to your owner. Show me the way to her home. The magical head tie obeyed, floating in the air and pulling the cannibal mother toward Oriyeku's house. The first wife rushed back home, her heart pounding. I didn't think she saw me, she cried, but the second wife was furious. You've put us all in danger, she shouted. She will find us now. Just as they feared, the cannibal mother arrived at their doorstep, her hunger for flesh burning stronger than ever. She barged into the house and devoured the first wife in a single, terrifying gulp. The second wife, terrified for her life and her children's, grabbed her children and fled into the forest. The cannibal mother chased after them, her long claws reaching for them. As the second wife ran, she dropped an earring. The cannibal mother picked it up and chanted again. Earring, show me the way. Lead me to your owner. The earring floated ahead, guiding the cannibal mother through the forest. Desperate, the second wife reached a cotton tree and climbed its branches with her children. She prayed for protection. Tree, please hide us. Don't let her find us. The cotton tree, hearing her pleas, spread its branches wide, hiding the second wife and her children high above. The cannibal mother arrived at the base of the tree and began to cut it down with her sharp teeth, determined to reach them. Just as the tree was about to fall, a bird flew by. The second wife, her voice trembling, sang to the bird. Bird, fly to my husband, Oriyeku. Tell him his mother is near, and we are in danger. Please, save us. The bird flapped its wings and soared into the sky, flying as fast as it could to find Oriyeku. When it reached him, it chirped frantically, guiding him back to the forest. Oriyeku arrived just in time. He saw his mother, the cannibal mother, gnawing at the cotton tree, trying to bring it down. With a roar, he pulled out his hunter's charm and confronted her. Mother, he shouted, your reign of terror ends today. The cannibal mother turned to face her son, but it was too late. With a powerful strike, Oriyeku used his charm to destroy her, and she fell to the ground, never to rise again. Oriyeku's second wife and children climbed down from the tree, shaken but safe. He embraced them, grateful that they had survived. From that day on, Oriyeku and his family lived in peace, free from the shadow of the cannibal mother. And so, the story of Oriyeku and the cannibal mother reminds us that true motherhood is about love, care, and protection, not hunger or greed. It also teaches that those who show kindness, like the old woman and the second wife, will always find help in the most unexpected places. So, did you learn anything from this Yoruba folktale? Please let me know in the comment section. Also, make sure to subscribe for more real African folktales.